All right, students, welcome back. Welcome back. You having your books of science with you, students?
Yes. That is it 1, 10, or 100?
All right, students. Today we are going to learn page number 54. 54 to 58. Please close down your microphone, Faith. Thank you. All right, students, have you books with you already? You already having your books?
Yep.
Okay. So, today we are going to start unit number 3. Okay, so first of all, in unit number 3, we are going to learn about vocabulary. So vocabulary in the unit number 10, first word we have clay. Clay, right? So clay is a type of fine-grained natural soil. Soil material contain clay materials. All right. So that is clay. Now, the second word we have cover crops. Can you pronounce after me, students? Cover crops.
Cover crop.
Yeah, cover crops. Cover crops are plants that are planted to cover the soil rather than for harvest, right? So the purpose of that is to manage the soil fertility and soil quality. Okay, those are cover crops. Now, number 3, third vocabulary word, we having herbs. Herb. Yeah, pronounce after me, students. Herb. Herb. So herb are any plant with leaves, seed, or flowers, which are actually used for flavoring food or medicine, which we use for medicine or for flavoring food. Those can be leaves, can be seeds, can be flower of the plants. So those are herbs. Herb. Landscape. You can see the picture here. Landscape.
Landscape.
Landscape is everything you see, you look across an area of land, including hills, rivers, trees, etc. Those are we call landscape. Landscape.
Landscape.
Yeah. Now, another word, legume.
Legume.
Right. So legume, mostly they are the family of all beans, like the beans which we use for food, right? It can be different kind of beans, yellow beans, red beans, many kind of beans, which is actually consumed for food. Legume, right? Legume.
Legume.
Now, another word, livestock.
Livestock.
Students, all of the students, please
Livestock.
pronounce after me, livestock.
Livestock.
Livestock are all animal, different kind of animal which we use for farming, like sheep, cows, pig, different kind of animals. They are all livestock. Mostly we use in farmings, right? So now, manure.
Manure.
Manure. You know what is manure? Here you can see in the
Manure.
picture. So
Is
manure is animals' dung. This is actually animals' dung. Animal dung, animals like cow, buffalo, or any kind of animals, their dung. And it is actually used for fertilizing the land. If we use, put it in the soil while using for agriculture, so it can fertilize the land. Okay. Now, soil.
soil.
Soil. So soil, we also
Soil.
having a combination of different materials. They're having like a sand, stones, and other like a natural kind of grain, fine grain. It's all the combination. That is soil. So soil is very important for crafting any sort of food while we use in the agriculture or planting tree or planting other kind of vegetables. So we need soil, good quality of soil. It can help to for our agriculture. Okay, students. Now, one more time, clay,
Clay.
clay,
Clay.
cover crops,
Joyful.
herb,
Herb.
herb,
Herb.
landscape,
Landscape.
landscape,
Landscape.
legum,
Legume.
legum,
Legume.
livestock,
Livestock.
livestock,
Livestock.
manure,
Manure.
manure,
Manure.
soil,
Soil.
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 Okay, that's very nice. Now, let's start. So today we are going to have a bit experiment, right? So the experiment is about soil formation and structure. Okay, so first of all, soil. So soil is a natural, it's a natural resource that differ in each local areas. And it's differ in each local areas. Different areas have different landscape, climate, and the original material. So different part of the world, different places, we have like a different kind of soil, right? Different kind of soil. So also having like a different landscape, different climate, and even different organic materials as well. So they are all different in each part of the world. Okay, students? Now,
Okay.
what are the process? What are the processes that form soil? So here we are going to learn the process and which is form the soil. So we are going to have a bit experiment here. So what are the learning objectives? So first of all, here we are going to take, we have to follow different steps to understand the objective right here. So learning objectives, number one, explore and observe the formation of soil. So first of all, we are going to explore and then also observe the formation of soil. Okay. Second, experiment and make a conclusion on the origin of soil. So we are going to make a bit experiment and then we will try to understand the conclusion of the origin of soil. Okay. Third, explain the origin of soil. Then we are going to explain the origin of soil. So for this, first of all, we have to follow some of the instruction. Okay. All right, students. So the instructions here we have, we required different kind of material. Okay, so number one, material what we required, first we required 100 grams of stones. Then second, we required 100 grams of sand. Okay, so first what we required for this experiment, we required 100 grams of stones. Then we required 100 grams of sand. Third, then number three, we required 100 grams of organic fertilizer. Okay, so all of the students, you know fertilizer, right? So fertilizer we also required, that's also 100 gram. Then we required 2 bakers, each 500 cc. Okay, 2 of them we required, so to perform the experiment. And the last one what we required, that is sterling rod. Okay students, so these are the material what we required for the experiment. Okay, so first of all, the direction what we are going to follow. First, we are going to mix 100 grams of stones. We already have here, right? 100 grams of stones that we are going to mix, and 100 grams of sand. We already having sand 100 grams, right? So 100 grams of stone and 100 grams of sand in a 500 cc bakers. We have 2 of the bakers already. So in one baker, we are going to put 100 gram of stone and 100 gram of sand, and we are going to mix. Okay, and then we going to observe it and record the observation. That's what we learn when we mix both 100 grams of stone, 100 grams of sand, put it in the 500 cc bakers, and then we are going to write down the record. What do we observe? Okay, number 2, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take 100 grams of organic fertilizer. Okay, we already having organic fertilizer, right students? 100 grams of fertilizer, organic fertilizer we have. So we are going to put 100 grams of organic fertilizer into the other 500 cc bakers. We having 2 of them already, right? And first we put 100 gram of stone and 100 gram of sand. And the second 500 cc bakers, we are going to put the fertilizer. And then we are going to observe and record our observation. What do we find? What do we learn? All right, students. Now, third direction. What we have to do, mix the stones and sand from step 1 with the organic fertilizer from step 2. Observe it and record your observation. So from the first step, what we follow here, we are going to mix the stone and sand. From both of the stone and sand we already mixed, and we are going to take we are going from step 1 with the organic fertilizer, right? We are going to put with that in the organic fertilizer, and then we are going to record the observation. All right, students, what we are going to do, you understand until here? Students, did you understand what we are going to do?
Yes.
Okay, look, now one more time. You can see here, we are going to do the experiment, right? So the experiment is about explore, observe, formation. We are going to observe the formation of the soil, right? And experiment, make a conclusion on the origin of soil. Okay, and then we are going to explain the origin of soil. So for this activity objective, we required some of the material. Okay, so first material we need 100 gram. First material we required 100 grams of stones. Second material we required 100 grams of sand. Third, we required 100 grams of organic fertilizer. And fourth, we required two 500 cc bakers, right? And the last one, we required one striding rod, right? These are the all what we required the material to perform the experiment. So number one, what we're going to do, we're gonna take 100 grams of stones, right? And 100 grams of sand. Okay, so we are going to mix them in 500 cc bakers, right? And then we observe and record. Okay, number two, we're gonna put 100 grams of organic fertilizer. Okay, organic fertilizer we are going to take, and we are going to put that in the another 500 cc bakers, right? Third, mix the stone and sand from step one. We're going to mix the stone from step one and the sand, okay, with the organic fertilizer. We have the fertilizer, we're going to mix with stone and sands, okay, from steps two, and then we are going to observe. Now, let's see, what do we observe here after follow all these directions? So our observation will be like which of the following natural resources is similar to ground stone and sand. So the similarity of the natural resource and the ground stone and sand, they are actually basic soil. Okay, they are basic soil, not basic stone. All right, students. Now, what do we observe from that practice we do already? So for the record activity, we are going to have here the characteristics of the substance before mixing and after mixing. Like what was the characteristics while the material before we mix and after we mix. Okay, here we will know. Now, the first one, characteristics, right? So ground stone and sand. So the ground stone and sand characteristics will be a mixture of small rocks particles and big rock particles. This we will find like before, right? So the ground stone and sand, it will be like a mixture of small rocks particles and big rock particles. Now, organic fertilizer. So with the organic fertilizer, that is actually powdery and dead leaves or plants, okay, which you can call like a humus as well. All right. So humus, what is humus actually? So humus is the organic component of soil formed by the decomposition of leaves and other plants, other plants material, right, by soil microorganism. So this is what we call humus. Okay, again students, humus is the organic compound of soil formed by the decomposition of leaves and other particles of plants material by soil microorganisms, right? This is what we call humus. Okay, so the organic fertilizer, that will be powdery and dead leaves or plants. All right, students, you understand that? The characteristics? Ground stones and sand, organic fertilizer. Did you get that, students?
Okay.
All right. Now, after that activity, what we do, after that experiment, what we do? So what we are going to have new substance after mixing, like while we mix all that together, okay? So what we have a new substance. So the new substance, that one we have, substance is ground stone mixed with dead plants and animal with a black color. So the color of that, actually, that will be like a more black, right? So the substance is ground stone mixed with dead plants and animal with a black color. That's also humus. All right, students, you get that? Students?
I not finished.
Yes, again, please.
I not finished.
Okay, you can write down, students, you can write down in your book the observation. Sunday, please close your microphone. Other
Not
student?
me.
Okay. All right, please write down the observation, what we get in your books. Already done, students? All of the students, please keep your camera open, okay? So I can see that you guys are writing or not.
Okay, I finish.
Okay. Other students, another students already done?
Oh, I'm not finished.
Okay. Okay, students, if any student didn't finish, so we having the video of our today class. You can check in the link and then you can write down.
Yeah.
All right, students, done already, all of you? All of you done already?
I'm ready.
Okay, so now, so here now, we have to circle here next to the correct answers and conclude your study. So here we having different statement given to us, what we conclude, what we observe from the experiment we do. So question number 1, that is, what is the characteristic of this substance formed when mixing ground stone, sand, and organic fertilizer? So what we observe, what is the new substance? The new substance, is it small particles or it is ground particles with dead plants and animals with black color, humus? What is the here? What do we learn here?
I Definitive group particles with dead plants and animals with black
Exactly. Exactly. That is the correct answer. The characteristics of the new substance form when mixing ground stone, sand, and organic fertilizer together. So what we did here, we observe
ไม่เข้าใจตรงไหนก็
that
ถามเพื่อนก่อน
ground.
ยังถามป้าก็ได้
What we observe here, ground particles with dead plants and animals with black color, humus. Okay, now number 2. Is the soil around your house similar or different? Is the soil around your house similar or different to the mixed soil in this experiment? So, number 1, it's similar because the soil around the house and the mixed soil are both black in color. Number 2, it's different because the soil around the house has black color and it's difficult to differentiate whether it is stone, sand, or humus. But it is easy to differentiate the stone, sand, and organic fertilizer in the mixed soil. So,
different.
yeah, again, please.
I think it's different.
Is it the similar or different?
I think it's different.
Yes.
Exactly. It is different because the soil around the house has a black color and it's difficult to differentiate whether it is stone, sand, or humus. But it is easy to differentiate the stone, sand, and organic fertilizer in the mixed soil. Now, number 3. What will happen if we leave the mixed substance for a long time? If we leave the mixed substance for a long time, what is going to happen? Number 1. Wait, just a moment.
Okay.
Wait. Okay. Number 1. They change because the mixed soil will become soil that is similar to natural soil, or they do not change because the mixed soil will divide into stone, sand, and organic fertilizer. What do you think? What do you observe?
I think they
I
can.
think it's change.
Change. They change.
They do not change or they change.
Not change. Này,อะไรวะ change not change. จำจริงไหม
They change actually.
No,
Why they
okay.
change? They change because the mixed soil will become soil that is similar to natural. Okay, it will change and it will become like a natural soil. Okay, all right, students. So from all this experiment, what do we conclude of this study? What is the observation? The observation here, soil from the decomposition of stone and minerals mixed with dead leaves or plants, humus. This is what we conclude from this experiment, right? Soil forms from the decomposition of stones and minerals mixed with dead leaves or plants. All right, students, you write down already?
No.
No.
Not finished.
I'm not finished.
Not นะ อืมอืมเอ้ยเอ้ย This is
Soil forms from the decomposition of stone and minerals mixed with dead leaves or plants. This is what we conclude. All right, students. Now, okay. So, soil is made from the decomposition of stones and minerals mixed with dead plants and animal humus, water droplets, and air. So, soil is actually made of what? Soil is made from the decomposition of stones and minerals mixed together, right? With plants and animal, right? Water droplets and air species, right? So now the process of soil formation. So here, this is the soil formation process. You can see here on the left side, you can see stones and minerals, right? Soil and minerals, soil base, okay? So they are weightier than dead plants and animals, decomposition, right? So what will happen? Humus, all right? So after that, mixed and buried for a long period of time. So if they mixed, right, and let it be for a long period of time, what it will become? It will become soil. All right, students?
Yeah.
Okay,
Soil is
teacher.
yes, please.
Finish, right? For
Right.
this class, because I have students do protest unit 2. Yeah.
ครูครับผมทำไปแล้ว
I provide to them list
Okay.
to do now. Yeah.
ก็ผมทำไปแล้วครับครู
Your
มันเหมือน
friend.
เป็นอันที่ครูเคยให้ผมทำแล้วนะ
Pre-test first before you learn, but post-test after you learn. Student, you understand pre-test and post-test,
แต่ว่า
right?
ถ้าผมทำแล้วก็ไม่ต้องทำใช่ไหมครับ
Pre-test ก่อนเรียนนะคะ คือแบบทดสอบก่อนที่เราจะเรียนนะสำหรับ post-test ที่คุณครูให้หนูทำเนี้ยคือเป็นแบบทดสอบหลังเรียนหลังจากที่เราเรียนเรื่องนี้ไปแล้ว เรากลับมาทำข้อสอบตัวเดิมกับ pre-test นักเรียนเข้าใจอย่างไรบ้างนะ
ไม่เข้าใจเลย
Science ค่อนข้างยากคุณครูเข้าใจค่ะ Science
ใส่แอนคำบางคำมันก็เป็นคำยากหมดเลยอะใส่แอนน่ะ
ปกติค่ะคำศัพท์ของเรามัน advance ขึ้นทุกปีอยู่แล้วใช่ไหมลูก
ไม่ทำไม reading มันดูง่ายกว่าใจแอนเพราะว่า reading มันไม่มีคำยากอะ
Reading is easy because you practice pronounce, right? Student pronounce spell. It's so easy. But science, same วิทยาศาสตร์ hard more than reading โอเค teacher give time to them do quotate เนาะโอเค and say bye say goodbye
ปกติก็ปวดหัว
Right.
บาย
Bye bye.
บาย
see you next time
เลยค่ะไปที่ค่ะ
Take care. See you later.
ไปทำทุกคนนะคะ คุณครูนั่งรอเช็คอยู่เลย เพราะคุณครูจะลงคะแนนอยู่เลยนะคะ
ได้เล
เรา
ยค
จะ
รับได้เลย
ไปทำก่อนแล้วค่อยไปพักเบรกรับประทานอาหารนะคะ เข้าใจไหมคะ
ได้เลยครับได้เลย
เอาหัวหน้าห้อง
อาริกาโตะ
1 2 3
Thank you
Take care.
บ๊ายบาย